Everyone, my name is Annamarie Clobuciar, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to utilize Venn diagrams in a probability problem, specifically a problem that asks for either inclusion or exclusion properties. So most professors don't really have Math 125 students do Venn diagrams, especially for a problem, but I think it's a really good outside tool that could really help you understand a probability problem, especially if it's using the inclusion principle. It has just words or even a chart, because now we have a third variable that could help us see the answers more clearly. So a Venn diagram, for those of you who don't know, is when you have different circles that overlap and each circle represents a category. So starting our problem, we have 4 different categories, which means we need 4 circles. We need 1 for the sales department. We need 1 for men. One for the main office. And then we're going to need 1 for women. I apologize if these are a little wonky, but there we go. You get the point. So now I'm just going to label these with what they are. So I'm going to put S for sales, MO for main office, M for men, and W for women. So now that is taken care of, we're going to fill in all these different things using the chart and the word problem given to us. So as we could see, first I'm going to go to the total categories. So we have 43 men in total, and we have 39 women in total. Then if we go to the totals of the sales department, we have 29 people. And if we go to the total of the main office, we have 53 people. So that means that whatever number I put in the left and the right or the top and bottom have to equal the number of that bigger circle. So I'm going to take a different color for the overlapping properties. And the first thing we'll do is just kind of go across. So we'll do men in sales, and we know that there's 12. And then men in the main office, and there's 31. And if we take this 31 and that 12, we would get 43. So that's how you know that we're filling in the correct numbers. So the next thing we're looking at is women. So women in sales is 17. And then women in the main office is 22. So that's how we fill out the Venn diagram. And again, if we add 17 and 22, you would get 39. So that's just a nice way to double check everything. If we did 12 and 17, you get 29. 31 and 22 is 53. So now we'll move on to the actual problem. And the actual problem is asking us 3 things. The first one is, how many people work in sales? So you could use a chart, but I'm going to use a Venn diagram, and I see that sales is this whole big circle and that we have 29 people. So what I'm going to do is say that we have 29 people in sales, and out of those 29 are out of our total 82, which is given to us by the chart. So then the next thing we're going to do is look at how many women works in sales. So we're looking at women and people who work in sales. And when you're given an and problem, whatever is before the and is your total number, and whatever is after the and is a number we start out looking for. So we're in the women category, and now we want to find women who work in sales. So that's 17. And that's 17 out of the 39 women we have in total. And then our last problem is someone who is a man or works in sales. So this one's a little bit trickier. And whenever we do something for a problem like this, you have to do a few different components. There we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of show you what we need to be doing. And what we do is think about how many men we have. So we know we have 43 men. So that's going to be our top number. And those 43 men are out of the 82 people we have. So that represents how many men we have. And we're going to add that, because it's an or problem, to how many people work in sales. And we know that we have 29 people who work in sales out of our total 82. But the thing is, we have people who work in sales and are men, so we're going to subtract by that. So in this case, we have 12 men who work in sales. So now we have an overlap of 12 people out of our 82. And remember, with probability, especially with adding and subtracting, that bottom number is always the same. So we know that our total number on top is going to be out of 82 people in total. So what you do is you add 43 and 29, and you subtract by 12. And once you do that, you should get 60 as an answer. So you could probably simplify this problem, but a lot of times when you get something like this, professors don't really require you to simplify. So for the sake of this little demonstration, I'm not going to, but if you want to and you know your professor wants you to, by all means do it. So that means that the answer to our last problem is 60 over 82. I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions, always feel free to schedule an appointment with the Learning Center, look at previous videos, and use all the resources you can, because everyone learns differently. I'm personally a visual learner, which is why I like the Venn diagrams, but the table and charts are always great, and sometimes word problems just click with people too. So just try to do whatever is best for your learning technique. Have a great day.